Hello Web3 TV friends, my name is Ornella Hernandez and today we are live from the Sustainable Tech and Impact Investing Summit hosted by Carter Capital in Dubai. I'm here with Pablo Dana, who is the co-founder of Quantopay. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much, Ornella. Good to be here.
So how are you liking the event? What do you think about it so far?
Well, the event is it's very interesting. It's at the beginning of the COP28. It's an impact summit, so it unites people who have something to say. Not only about sustainability, but about global accessibility, about new technologies, and it's starting very interesting.
Okay, and so what do you have to say? What type of impact are you trying to make with Quantopay?
Well, we were invited to explain a new banking system. It's actually Quantopay is it's the bank in the palm of your hand. It's a bank that is accessible to maybe those who don't have the accessibility because of where they live or where they are geographically positioned to access a bank or to walk to a bank. So we created a system back 7 years ago which works with the blockchain technology. It's a bank in the palm of your hand.
Could I call it a neobank?
It's a neobank in one way, even if the name bank itself doesn't correspond to what we do. We use decentralized finance to be able to obtain what there's the best available outside to offer it to our community. Our clients are literally our community.
Okay, and so what were the issues or the challenges within traditional banks that you were trying to change or fix with Quantopay?
Well, the first big obstacles were the difficulty for people to have a bank account. I was reading in the newspaper still this Sunday. Globally. Okay. But even, I mean, you don't have to look at countries of the third world like we were talking about this morning, but there was an article on the major Italian newspaper Corriere della Sera on Sunday where 1 woman out of 3 in Italy do not have access to a bank account. So I don't think this is normal in 2023.
No, I agree.
Our system allows everybody to have access to not only banking, but insurance, to microfinancing, to all those financial inclusions were not often not made easy or maybe cost extremely high to those who use traditional banks, which is what we're trying to, in a way, fight against for our own community.
And what makes it decentralized? The fact that transactions are on chain?
No, well, first of all, transactions are on the blockchain, yes, absolutely, but it's we really try to utilize what is best available in the financial industry. So it's all those, let's say, services, all those suppliers, all those people who work in different industries in the banking environment to which we can have access and through our app give access to our users.
All right, and so what does today's theme of sustainable tech and impact investing mean to you? How do you guys incorporate that into Quantopay?
Global accessibility. Being accessible, having the lady who lives far away and who cannot go to a bank account to send money to her daughter. This was an interview we did 7 years ago, and today we finally are there, and we finally made it come true, and it's something incredible. And our investors believed in us. Our investors saw it. And we're also happy to announce directly in Web3 TV that we finally made a very important fundraising.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, well, 150 million euros have been raised last week. Valuating our company 700 million euros. So we're not yet a unicorn, but on the way to become a player. And this is to get ready for our IPO, who will be Q1 2025.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit more about that timeline, where you guys are at right now. Is this widely available? Have you fully launched?
So yes, no, the availability is already started in Q1 this year.
Okay.
We tested on a small community. It works very well.
Which regions?
Oh, well, from UK to Europe, I mean, we really tested a little bit everywhere.
Okay.
The importance was the obtentions of the cards through Visa and MasterCard, because you can also have normal physical cards.
Okay. So it's not all digital.
No, because some people don't want digital. Some people still need the physical card. So we still have physical cards available, even in, we all know that by a couple of quarters we will only be digital.
Do you think cash will be eliminated?
I don't carry cash with me since more than 2 years, and I travel all around the world.
Okay. You've never had a need for cash?
No.
Really? What about in a taxi if
No.
you're like in a random country?
The only time I really needed for cash was at the Geneva airport because I didn't have the 2 francs to put to
The bathroom?
no, for the trolley for my luggage.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only real true need. But for the rest, I mean, it's 2 years. It was a test I did. I did it with my children, and I said I'll try to live without cash.
Okay.
And it works very well, by the way.
All right. So then how do you envision maybe the next 10 years, long-term future, if the world is more digitalized, fully blockchain? Like, what would you think? How would that world look like? Or what would you like it to look like?
I don't think the world is going to change much. I think that artificial intelligence has tried to change our world, but we have decided how to cope with it. And we are finally understanding how to use artificial intelligence to benefit us and not only to help us. When I say benefit, is to use in everyday's discussions.
Right.
For example, I was telling this morning to the audience, my initial introductory speech was created by ChatGPT. And at the end, I found myself so stupid that I gave out a speech, an introduction of myself and who I am and who the company is, and it was much better than what AI could have ever done. But AI helped me.
Yes.
So I benefited from the help of using it. This was an example.
Okay. It cuts down the time that maybe it would have taken you to write something otherwise?
I think it gives a different approach to the way you think, to the way you write, to the think you take things. In our company, for example, artificial intelligence is not only used for chat box. We have this question when you're blocked on something, but it's more
like
used.
Customer service?
Yeah, well, we're looking a little bit deeper into artificial intelligence, and it's really to help in trading, to help in asset allocation. Our clients don't need to have money, but they might have money and they might want to invest their money. And one of the ways to invest it is to propose them services. And these services can be from asset management to lending to others, microfinance. And this can be done with $100 or $1 million. There's no difference. And artificial intelligence must help us in this kind of, let's say, thoughts, in this kind of decision.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too, everyone. That was Pablo Dana from Quantopay. My name is Ornella Hernandez, and please stay tuned for more interviews coming up at the Sustainable Tech and Impact Investing Summit today.